right, Levi. Today we have the fishing derby for you. So I want you to read the cover, as well as who's it's written by and illustrated by, for me.
The Fishing Derby, written by...
That's a tough word. It's Dolores Kleinholz.
Illustrated by John Kenster.
Great job. So looking at that cover, what do you think the story is going to be about?
Fishing.
Fishing?
Mhm.
What else can you see there? What else is happening in that picture?
They're going somewhere.
They're going somewhere?
Mhm.
Where do you think he's going?
To the Fishing Derby.
What about the man in the background?
Oh, he's going to the car.
What's he carrying?
Fishing stuff.
I think it's fishing stuff. What kind of hat is he wearing?
A baker's hat.
A baker's hat. So you think he's carrying fishing stuff, or do you think he's carrying baking stuff?
Baking stuff.
Baking stuff? Okay, great. What other clues do you see in the picture that may tell you about the story?
A fishing hook.
There's a fishing rod. Yes. What else?
The boy's tying his shoes.
Boy tying his shoes.
They're getting ready to go to the car.
Getting ready to go to the car. Great. What's on the wall? What's hanging on the wall there?
The calendar.
Calendar. So what time of the year do you think it is?
July 8th.
July 8th. Excellent. So have you ever entered into a contest before?
I don't know. That's ask my mom.
You don't know? Have you ever gone fishing before? So what do you have to do to go fishing?
You have to grab all the things to go fishing.
Okay. So what we're gonna do in this story is make predictions. So we've predicted a little bit what's gonna happen based on the cover, and as we read, we're gonna get some more clues in the story, and that's gonna help confirm our prediction, or we might want to change our prediction a little bit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to stop and think as we read through. I'm going to want you to refer back to the cover. We see, maybe he's cooking, maybe they're going to a cooking event or a fishing event, and we'll kind of revise what we think is going to happen as we go. I also want to go over some vocabulary words with you, and to practice your vocabulary words, these are going to be some words that may or may not be challenging for you. You might have heard them before, you might not have. So I'm going to lay them out. The word is enormous, bullhorn, determined, I did bullhorn twice, perched, derby, and secluded. And then these are all the definitions, okay? One more word is patiently and read. So I want you to connect the definitions to the words that you think match. And so you can make your best guess, but look at some of the clues in the definitions and see if you can match those up. We've discussed kind of what's going on. I want to emphasize how we speak when we're reading things. So in this passage we saw a lot of these punctuation marks. What is that? The dot with the line on top of it.
It means that they're splash!
Splash, great. And then what is this at the end?
A question mark.
Question mark. So how would you say that differently so people know you're saying it in a question?
What was going on?
Perfect. I love that. So as we read through the rest of the book, I want you to emphasize those question marks. And when you get to a question, or emphasize those question marks into a question, and then when you see those exclamation marks, I want you to say it like splash, splash. Okay? And in the story, okay? So how did Louise feel about this year's fishing derby compared to last year? Like at the very beginning.
Super happy.
Super happy? So he was pretty excited, wasn't he? So why did Louise decide to fish alone?
Because he wanted all the people to scare away the fish to him.
Scare the fish to him? What was that word that we learned? Starts with an S.
Is it on the back page?
Secluded.
Secluded, yeah.
So how do you think Luis was feeling when his plan wasn't working out very well?
Sad.
Sad? You could be disappointed too. Louise caught an enormous fish. What does enormous mean?
Big.
Big. Is it just big or is it
Huge.
huge? Excellent.